This is important. This will save you a lot of trouble, a lot of drama. But here's the twist. You can't like read something, or let's say the highest master was in front of you, whatever that means to you. And then he gives you a list. He tells you, he gives you a, what's it called? A manual. How do you like do this right? How do you not get with the girl that's gonna like take your energy and not reciprocate it? What's the protocol for finding the right girl, that's good for you? You wouldn't be able to follow it. Here's why. Because you can't learn this stuff through reading or videos or techniques. This comes from actual experience, living wisdom. That means you have to mess up to see what it is to mess up. How are you gonna not mess up if you don't know what it is? Now, there's obvious things like how not to mess up. Maybe that can help. Somebody give some guidance about that. But I'm talking about the subtle, intricacies, the little things that there is no way anybody can teach you, that you have to go through and learn yourself. Because here's what'll happen. Is nobody gets into these toxic relationships like consciously, usually. Damn, I did, but that I was doing an experiment. It's different. But usually, here's what happens. You meet a girl, and then she puts it on you, right? So if you already have a deficit of female energy, and if you haven't really felt this is the ultimate drug. I made a video about that, this opposite energy polarity. So you start to feel that for the first time. Actually, it takes a few times. You're not gonna, you could go and you could tell your mentor or guru what's happening, or he could be there watching you guys, and he could say, look, man, I'm telling you, she's selfish. You don't see it, but she is. You remember the movie Bronx Tale, where Chaz gives that kid the dog test. That's what it's called. And he says, because the kid says, I'm taking this girl out to the movies. And he says, okay, but just do this one thing though. You got to give her this test. He says, when you finish going to the movie or whatever they were doing, he says, you unlock her car door first, all right? You let her go in, and then you watch. You walk slow now to your to your side of the car. You see if she unlocks the door for you. You see? He says if she doesn't, you drop her off immediately and forget about her because she's selfish. Her core level's selfish because instinctually it doesn't occur to her to do that. She's thinking about herself. She's sitting in the car thinking like, okay, how much do I got him now? She's sizing you up, thinking like, hey, how much can I take him for? Or how can he meet my designer kit of projection? She's not thinking in terms of, serving you on any level. Anyway, the girl in the movie, she passed the test, so it was cool. Because, back to what I was saying, if you really get touched, yeah, this is the point. Let's say she failed the dog test. And then Chaz told him, says, look, man, don't mess with her. Like she failed the most ultimate, like obvious test. If he was touched by her, if this was like his first, love or something, he's going to justify in his mind. No, she just forgot. Like, it's okay. Like, she loves me because she like smiles at me and stuff, and I can tell she loves me. No, she's working you. She's smiling at you because she's working you. Now I know that girls watch some of these videos. Intruders are coming, you see them. So I know that some girls watch these videos. This isn't why. Okay, I gotta let them pass. 'Cause they. Hi. See, you're in America. Nobody can't talk. Just It's how they are. I like it because I don't want it to. I don't have nothing to say unless there's something to say. Like now, there's something to say. Like we're talking about important stuff. Here's what I didn't forget. Here's what we're saying. You'd be getting all the signs from somebody who is more seasoned. They can read all the signs because they've been through it. They couldn't read them from the get-go. That's important to remember. But if you haven't had this experience, you're going to justify in your mind like, no, that's what we're talking about. Her smiling. Oh, then I was saying some girls watch the videos. This isn't why I'm going to say what I'm about to say. It's because, I want to please the girls. I like to share on both sides because it's about balance. So there's some girls who, this is why you have to be able to read your subconscious character so you can read someone else's subconscious character. There can be two girls doing the same things. They're smiling at you. They're like giving you affection, care, so-called. One girl can be working the hell out of you. She's working the hell out of you and you don't know it though. The other girl, it can be coming from her heart. It can be real. Can you tell the difference? All right, that's the message. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Because they can be doing the exact same actions. You can apply this to anything. Spiritual teachers, semen retention videos. You can have two people saying the exact same thing. One person's totally just full of it. You got to be able to read vibration though. The other person can be one with their words. You can feel it. You can feel the power, the impact behind the words. It's like you get a transmission. The other person is just yapping. Same thing. Same thing with the girls. You got to be able to tell, is she like working you or not? Is she just trying to steal your life force? She just wants to suck your energy up and basically convert your energy into her energy. That's what she's trying to do. The selfish ones. I had to experience that though. I never experienced, I was always pretty intuitive, so I didn't have to experience it so badly. I wouldn't attract those girls from the get-go. I was never, maybe you find those girls, if you're out like all this nonsense of shows, the videos, like the guys are on the street and then they're going to show you how to go up to a random girl and get her number. That's not how you meet a girl. That's how you get screwed. That's, okay, if you're doing it like that, then yeah, you have a better chance of meeting the gold diggers because you're already at a disadvantage. You're approaching her. She's not approaching you. You're going to her. This is why the Indian marriages, they used to do it good. They would be an arranged marriage. Parents would decide who gets married based on astrology readings, etc. Those marriages worked. They had the highest success rate. Then, because of modernism, the people more nowadays, they pick their own, it's from free choice. Those marriages don't work. And a lot of times, it's the guy approaching the girl. See, if the girl sees that you're approaching her, there's always this invisible, unspoken thing, who needs more who. That's always there. You see, nobody admits it, but it's there. If the guy approaches the girl first, okay, who needs who more? A guy who's stable, he's not gonna do that. He just can't do it. It's not that I'm an alpha male. I don't do it. It's not like you don't do it. Period. You're doing other things. Like, why you want to waste time doing that? Because you've learned, hopefully. This is what I tell people who are interested. Like, how do I meet a girl? You go do it's so easy. You go do what you want to do, whatever that is. Just do what you want to do. As you're doing what you want to do, you're going to find other people. There's a snake. He ain't got no gains though. You're going to find other people who are doing what you want to do. And some of those people, they're going to be girls. There you go. That's how you meet the girl. It's too many horse flies because of the water. You see? You're doing what you want to do, so you meet a girl, and then you guys have something in common, and that's why you're like gonna talk. I'm a little, I gotta be cool now because the snakes around here. All right. That's how you meet a girl. So see, a lot of guys, they subconsciously, because they don't feel good, they don't know who they are, because you got to go through that stage. Nobody's born and they just know who they are and what they're supposed to do. You got to like suffer a little bit in this life. There's no escaping it. It's not. So you got to go through this period where you're kind of lost, you don't know who you are. It's okay. It doesn't last forever. But those guys, sometimes, you see, the lure toward female energy is can be more strong then, because you're not in the height of yourself. So you're like looking for something to kind of give you a sense of aliveness. Well, what better drug than the female energy? You see, this is why you can get taken advantage of, because the girls know that, consciously or unconsciously. And so they're like, oh, I can work this guy. And you don't know you're being worked because you want to believe so bad. You're so addicted to the drug, you just believe everything they do. Smile, oh, they had sex with me. Damn, that means they like me. That's how you get trapped. That's okay. You'll suffer through that. You'll get wisdom, and then you won't do it anymore. But when you meet a girl naturally, it's like, do you want to use the internet algorithm, dating app algorithm, to find a girl, or do you want to let the universal algorithm find you a girl? I've always let the universal algorithm do it. It's just better. Then you get a better matching type of girl. So you got to that's how you do it. Modern days now, like, they just screwed everything up on every level, almost in all areas of life. That's okay. You just don't fall for it. The other thing is about the girls, like, don't get mad at them. Like, why, like, you're the one that gave you, like, the guy, he'll be bitching, like, damn, man, she stole all my energy, like, gold digging, whatever. Okay, but why'd you do it? I don't have that problem. I don't talk to them. Like, some alarm goes off or something, like, no, I'm not interested. Oh, she looks so good. I don't care how she looks. What do you mean? Fast forward a few decades, how good do you think she's gonna look? Like, that's so artificial. It's fake. You realize these bodies and faces, like, they're gonna like look like, just Google and look at 100-year-old person. Yeah, this is how you're gonna look if you stay on the planet long enough. I don't care how much you go to the gym or what you do, you're gonna look like that. All right, so I already know that. So when I see the fresh, young looking girl, yeah, I appreciate it, sure, but like, doesn't hit me deep anywhere. Don't get mad at the girls for, like, you got played because, like, you were supposed to. Look at it as a lesson, learn from it, and that's how you do it. Then it won't happen again. Then you have some real living wisdom. Because if you just get to, and then the mind will just label all the girls, they're just gold diggers and they're bad. No, you just haven't found one. You haven't found the right one, because you got to be right with yourself. And then by law of attraction, you'll find somebody that reciprocates that. And when you're stable inside, you're not going to be looking for girls anyway. You can't do, like I said, you can't do it. It's just, you can't do it. You get, like, better things to do. And then if a girl, you know how it's supposed to be? I've said before, like, this whole society's backwards. Guys aren't meant, a real masculine nature, you think he's going to be going around looking for girls? The masculine nature means you're stable, you're cool. How are you going to go out and look like you can't do that? It's only when we regress because of insecurity and being addicted to the female drug and conditioning from society that we start to regress. Higher level man, he's doing what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And then if a girl comes along and it's a natural organic chemistry and she wants to join him, then maybe he'll allow that, depending on her motives and everything. This is really how it's supposed to be. In a higher age, that's what it is. All right, See, the girl videos, we always talk longer. All right, I hope you like that.